So this is Lois Mailou Jones. She was a teacher and an artist, lived a very long life. She was heavily influenced by the Harlem Renaissance and typically painted pictures or painted paintings that were influenced by Africa, the Caribbean, and possibly textiles because she did have a background in production of textiles. When I look at her work, I typically think of the design, pattern, the bold, bright colors. There's some tribal influence. There's juxtaposition on symbols, as well as portraiture and colorful motifs. It seems to represent a language of history and continuity.
Yeah, I feel like Jones is way, way ahead of her time. You know, I mean, there are some depictions of the kind of Harlem Renaissance type life and the type of painting that we've seen come out of the Harlem Renaissance. But then when we start getting into some of the ones that are more patterned, like this one, where we kind of, you know, it makes me, it really blows my mind a little bit that it's really living in a very different kind of abstraction that I find to be really interesting. I like her as a colorist. I really love the way she integrates the mask work into these other more decorative styles, like from textiles, but she does it in a way that is, it's got a harmony in the way it lives in there. It's not plunked down on top of it, right? It has a kind of beautiful integration.
And the symbolism, and even that piece right there, I mean, there's some totem elements of it. So there's a whole story going on.
Right, and then there are paintings, of course, that sort of stray in and out of these kind of either narrative depictions, these glyphs, these kind of other. So she covers a lot of ground. Like if you consider the distance between a painting like the one we see here and a painting like the one we see here, she's covering a lot of ground in her painting, and I love that about her work.
Yep.
So, you know, I think she's really somebody that I think, you know, up until now, I didn't really pay a lot of attention to.
I know I didn't until we did.
And now that I'm looking at this work, I'm like, man, this is a show for, you know, there's a whole segment that we could do on her.
I think so. Okay. So this is Lois Mailou Jones, and she was born on November 3rd, 1905.